Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson with a YouTube and Facebook Live update on a Tuesday night. I still am thinking this is Monday, but as you probably know, maybe you don't, I worked yesterday morning for Jeff. So I was on the morning shift yesterday, and it's almost like if you're a night shifter and you work the morning shift, it's almost like it didn't happen. And so I've had to be reminded several times when I'm talking to other people around work here that it's like, hey, it's not Monday, it's Tuesday. So that's good, though. It means we're already down 2 days for the week. You know, we're always counting them down to get to the weekend. So we're that much closer. I hope everybody had a good Tuesday and a good Monday, by the way. I slept some of that Monday afternoon because, believe me, I went home and slept. That morning shift, if you're not used to it, that's tough. Good morning to you, K, or good evening to you, K&M. Thanks for checking in. You see what we have on the docket here? Boy, I got to tell you, after, a good really 3 months of weather drama and trauma, or at least close to it, we had above average snowfall in November. We had above average snowfall in December. We had above average snowfall in January. So much so that we were sitting on nearly 70 inches of snow by the end of January. That was at News Channel 3. Other places had even more. Certainly in the snow belt west of US 131, there was more. Jonathan, hello to you in downtown Hudsonville. Good to see you. Thank you so much. But now, boom, it's just shut off. It has shut off. And as I posted on my Facebook page and my X page, Twitter page, shameless plug, I've seen that before, where winter starts, the winter season for us starts with a bang, and then it just fizzles. And so in this case, maybe we should just call it the February fizzle, because that's what's going on right now. Yeah, well, then you know that, right? You know that. Jessica, beautiful day today. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Really pretty nice day, I would say, right? Warmest day, by the way, that we've had in 28 days. 28 days. The high today, I believe, around 44-ish. 28 days ago today, otherwise known as 4 weeks, we were at 48. So warmest day since. Jesse, hello to you in the Berg. Thanks for checking in. Well, let me squeeze this forward and we'll get moving. We start with our docket here, and you can see we have breezy and colder conditions coming up for tomorrow. But then we start a warming trend. So after tomorrow, now today our temps mid-40s, warmest we've had in 4 weeks. Because, of course, the 4 weeks in between, boy, was that tough, huh? I mean, day after day after day of these Alberta Clippers coming through, and these Clipper systems giving us just constant strong winds, bitter cold, and more snow. Then rinse and repeat. Strong winds, a lot of snow, bitter cold. Rinse and repeat. Well, we're out of that pattern now. And I mean, we're really out of that pattern now. So get this, so far in the month of February, we have had less than 2 inches of snow. We are 10 days into the month and less than 2 inches of snow. And now, as I'll show you, we have some warmer air that's going to be moving in. Hello to you, Regina. Chris in Coopersville. Good to see you. Ben. I know, can't argue with that, right? Good to see you here. Carla, just glad snow on the driveway is melting. I heard you there, and that we can actually drive on pavement. Isn't that nice? Sally had a nice walk today. Oh, yeah, there'll be more walking coming in. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit colder, but a couple of days from now, toward the end of the week, as I'll show you, it's in just a few moments, and it's going to be certainly walking weather. Chris, January weather. You want your January weather back? I missed it already. I understand. I knew that was you. You had that one down, right? Shannon felt like summer outside today. Well, let's get moving here. We'll move past what we have going on. First of all, how about a low level Herbie Kirby alert here? It's just knocked over. I guess level 1 would be, not even enough wind to knock it over. But tomorrow, I think we could have gusts in the neighborhood of 20 to 25. So it could knock it over. Certainly not a higher level Herbie Kirby alert, but this is for tomorrow. We do have a little bit of wind coming in. Look at these temperatures. Of course, we have been in the cold zone, the frozone, if you will, for those Incredibles fans, for a while. I mean, look at those high temperatures there 2 weeks ago. 15, 16, 16, 15. It was just brutal. Today stands out like a sore thumb, right? At 43 degrees, 10 degrees warmer than average. And finally, a little representation in the red zone there. But look at this. We're headed back down into the blue zone with colder than average temperatures. Our typical high today, tomorrow, 33 degrees. So we'll be a little bit cooler than that, but we're going to be right at average on Thursday. And then look at this warming trend. It's going to take us up to the low 40s by Saturday and also Sunday. Sean, no more cold days. I don't know if I can promise you that. But I will say this, as we look toward the middle of the month, the next week to 10 days, you know what I feel about going beyond a week, by the way. It's decidedly warmer. Corrine, yeah, it was a great day today, huh? Great day today. You're right, Jesse. You got that right. 40s, maybe even some 50s. 52 in Pennsylvania. Richard, and you got so much snow there on the ground in the Keystone State, right? I bet that felt good. Well, right now we're in the mid-30s. I mean, everybody's sort of tucked in between 34 and 37. These temperatures are not much different from where they were at 6 o'clock this evening. And by the way, that sort of fits the pattern. We have some warmer air that's just sticking around for tonight. So look, our temps are going to go down a little bit here overnight. I think we'll get down into the upper 20s. Right now, there's enough of a breeze to put our wind chills in the 20s and 30s. Hastings on the cold side at 22, South Haven at 32. But our temperatures are going to start going down here overnight. And we'll really feel the colder air, not cold by late January standards, but we'll feel the colder air tomorrow when the temps don't rebound. So I think tomorrow morning, we're likely to be in the upper 20s, maybe 30 degrees. Blend going with about 25. So I'd say around 25 to 28 for that morning low tomorrow. But we're just not going to get up warmth-wise tomorrow very much. I mean, a high tomorrow around 30. So tomorrow's one of those days where we're not using much of the thermometers. You see, it's pretty quiet right now on the radar. Taste of spring today for sure, Janet. I think a lot of folks loving the sunshine and the warmth. I would call it though full spring or that fake spring number one here, right? So don't let that fool you here. And especially as we get to the weekend, as I'll show you in just a few moments, it's going to get even warmer here there's the 7 days. So you can see what's going on. Jeanette, cold water, it has cooled off already. You're right. And look at this. Tomorrow it will be colder with cloudy skies. Thursday we'll squeak out a little bit of sun. I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday are 3 glorious days. And look at those temperatures. 38, 40, 42. Yeah, some cold morning lows, but you see how that all compares to what our averages are there. And next week, Monday, Tuesday, that 48 might be a little conservative. Right? That 48 might be a little conservative for Tuesday. And Wednesday, oh yeah, I think we'll be in the 50s on Wednesday. That's something to look forward to, right? Melody, loving this weather for sure. Robert in the house from Columbus. Hello from the Buckeye State. 58 degrees there. That is crazy. 1 to 3 inches of snow tomorrow. Crazy Ohio weather. Well, we say the same thing here. Hey, Chris, haven't seen you in a little while. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. And I hope you made it through the month of January and that you're getting a little bit of a break right now. And hello to little Eli, too. Well, I know this is short. This is less than 10 minutes. We'll have to write this down in the record books. But I got to tell you, I don't have that much to talk about. So I'll take it. So I'm going to go ahead and skate on out of here as you look at the 7 day. I thank you all for being here. I got 9:26 on the clock. So in 34 minutes, I'll be live on ArcWest, Michigan. And then in an hour and 34 minutes, I'll be live on the Mothership News Channel 3. But you got the inside track here of 170 hours in that 2-week snowstorm. Whoa. That's a lot of work. Goats loving the weather. Jesse, tell the goats hello. Fern, hello to you and Lawrence. Appreciate that very much. Well, if you can't catch me on the tube tonight on ArcWest, Michigan, or on the Mothership at 11, catch up with me on socials, Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson, Twitter, X, Instagram, and Threads, and YouTube at Weatherman Keith, the @ symbol, and Weatherman Keith all lowercase, all one word. My good buddy Jeff Porter is here in the morning, back in the saddle tomorrow morning, like he was this morning, and he will have live weather updates for you, tracking the temps and the wind chills too. And then I'll be back tomorrow evening at 5, 5:30, and 6. We'll do another Facebook Live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Kathleen, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Joanne, good evening to you too. Thanks for being here. All right, everybody, look at this. I'm going to get out before 10 minutes. I think that's a first. But I better hurry up. We just hit 10 minutes. But I'm getting out at 10 minutes anyway. All right, everyone. Don't forget our weather app, free weather app, still very handy to use there. Did I mention it's free? WWMT weather in your app store. Also our website, wwmt.com/weather. Chris, got your first day off this past Saturday in 5 weeks. Hats off to the drivers of those big orange trucks, the MDOT trucks, and also, by the way, the county road commission trucks, the municipal road trucks, for helping clear the snow. It has been a tough season so far for sure. But Chris, you should have more days off. I mean, the 7-day forecast, look at this. I almost forgot to point it out. When's the last time this happened, right? A 7-day forecast with no precipitation on any of the days, all the way out, and warming up. I mean, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all warmer than average temperatures, and Wednesday likely to be the warmest of all, maybe even into Thursday, in the 50s. Pretty crazy. All right, everybody. Have a great night. It's been 11 minutes. I got to write this one down. I don't know the last time I did one that's this short, but I think we covered everything. If I don't see you tonight on the tube, I'll catch up with you again tomorrow. Hey, take it easy out there. Roads are great, but still, use a noggin, use some common sense, and have some patience, not only with your neighbor, but also with yourself. Lily, good evening to you, and good night to you too. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, good night.